Welcome back to the journey, guys. In this video, we'll be teaching you tips and tricks on how to maneuver that fifth wheel that you have. And you may ask, what makes him qualified to teach me how to maneuver a fifth wheel? Well, he's been driving for 10 years and he's been a trainer at some of the top companies where we went on to purchase our very own truck and have our own authority.
Yeah, stay tuned. Here we have a built-in trailer brake controller, which basically it engages the trailer's electrical braking system either in time delays or in proportion to towed vehicle's brake engagement when slowing down or coming to a halt. Thinking about hitting the road with a fifth wheel RV, but nervous about towing one? But no worries, I'll teach you how to drive this RV. I'll teach you how to turn it, back it up like a pro. Let's get started. Alright, first let's talk about what makes a fifth wheel RV different from a regular RV travel trailer. So instead of hooking up to the bumper, the fifth wheel actually attaches to the bed of the truck, which makes it more stable. It also makes it more easier to tow than the standard trailer. So let's talk about a few advantages of the fifth wheel. First, it has better weight distribution, which means less swaying on the highway. You also have a tighter turn radius, which means you can make tighter turns. You got way more living space, which is way more than just a regular standard bumper pool. Don't you want more space in your camper? Like, now that you all hitched up, everything is secure, let's take a ride. First things first, let's talk about wide turns. You don't want to turn too wide, and you don't want to turn too short. The reason why, if you turn too wide, a car can squeeze in between you and that curve. You also want to turn wide enough to where you avoid hitting the curve. Next, let's talk about braking and stopping. Give yourself enough space to where you don't have to slam on your brakes. Fifth wheels are heavy, so therefore it's going to take a lot more time to stop. Use your trailer brake controller to help you slow down safely. And if you're driving in the rain, you need more stopping distance. Always check your mirrors for clearance before switching lanes. Let's talk about lane positioning. You want to stay centered in your lane and always try to avoid the high winds coming from open highways. So basically, check your mirrors periodically every 6 to 8 seconds and always be sure that you are clear before switching lanes. Wide turns, you want to make sure you're turning wide to avoid the curve, but you also don't want to be too wide to where a car can sneak in between you and that curve.
What's going to happen if they sneak in between?
If they sneak in between that curve, you're toast. It's gonna be an accident.
No
baby.
butter.
No butter, baby. You got with no grease. Braking and stopping. Make sure you have enough following distance to be able to come to a complete stop safely if need be. So before every trip, you want to make sure you're doing a safety check before you hit the road. That way you and your equipment and others are safe. So the first thing we're gonna check, we're gonna make sure ain't nothing leaking up under the truck. We're gonna check our headlights. We're gonna check our windshield, make sure there's no cracks. Everything's properly mounted and secured. There's no debris. Our mirrors are properly safely mounted and secured. Our mirrors are positioned at the right angle to where we can see down our trailer. We got the right amount of air pressure in our tires. Everything is properly mounted and secured. Our fifth wheel hitch. What they say, if it ain't no click, that ain't it. That's clicked, we good. Fifth wheel mount is pushed in. We got our safety lever attached. That way, if that comes out, our brakes automatically kick in. Our tires, air capacity, our lug nuts are nice and tight. There's no debris in between my tire. My brake chambers and everything is properly mounted and secured. Slide outs are pushed in, everything is nice and flush. Checking our lights, the securement of our lights, everything is properly mounted and secured. Our spare tires, properly mounted and secured. They're not gonna fall off on the road. That's if you wanna attach something else. The ladder, properly mounted and secured. Our outdoor kitchen, This time it's locked. Properly mounted and secured. Our levelers are up in the upright position. Again, tires are filled to the proper air. Our lug nuts are properly mounted and secured. Our tires are not going to fly out and hit anything. Our side covers properly mounted and secured. Everything is nice and tight. Windows closed, doors locked.
Honey.
Fold up, awning pushed in the way it's supposed to be. Just do safety checks, people. Everything is locked, everything is closed. Therefore, nothing is flying open or we riding down the road. Tires, check. Again, mirrors, check. Tires, check. And there you have it. Just a quick safety check. Going the extra distance can always prevent something tragic in the long run. So just do that extra safety check prior to getting on the road.
Better safe than sorry.
Always better safe than sorry. And as far as for the inside of the securement, my wife usually check the inside, but you also want to be sure that there is nothing loose that can fall, break, or do whatever it's going to do while you guys are in transit. Bay usually does that while I do the outside, so just make sure you're doing the extra check for precaution. Now I believe that is everything we covered. Now with these tips, you'll be ready to drive a fifth wheel like a pro in no time. Remember, safety first, and if you're ever unsure, always take your time. And remember, it might take some practice, but then again, practice makes perfect. Just take your time and stay consistent. Hey, peace, love, and happiness. Y'all hit the road and be safe. All right, if you guys are ever wondering how to weigh your RV or how much your RV weighs, you can always come to these certified scales. And what you do is you get on the scale, and the yellow line, you put your tires right there, your front. These are called your steer tires. So you put your steers up here and everything else aligns. You hit the call button. When you hit the call button, they're gonna ask you a few questions. You just answer those questions, and then you get off the scale, you go inside and get your ticket. And that'll have all your weights. So if you're ever worried about if you need a CDL to drive, if you're under 26,000 pounds, no CDL is required. So here, as you can see, I'm coming up on a turn. I'm getting ready to make a right-hand turn. And what you want to do is you want to go out enough to make that turn wide, but not too wide, And whatever lane you're going to get in, go ahead and commit to that lane. That way you don't have to switch lanes once you get into the lane. See, I just committed to this lane. I'm gonna stay in this lane until I get ready to make my left-hand turn. It's all about being safe. Once you do something, stand on it, commit to it. And when, just like braking, leave yourself enough space to where you don't have to slam on brakes. You just ease on the brakes. Here we have a left-hand turn. Keep it wide enough, keep your tractor close to the curb. That way you got plenty of space on the left. And always take your time. Don't go too fast. What's the rush?
Don't let nobody rush you.
You in control of your ship. You control that thing. Whatever's comfortable speed for you, just do it. What Nike say? Just do it.
And if you're not comfortable with trailers, get you one of those. All in one.
Jaco! Come sponsor real family. And if y'all are ever wondering what happens when your RV tends to sway, never hit the brakes. What you do is you hit the gas. And what that does is pull your truck forward, which will pull the RV and tighten everything right back up. So if you're swaying, just hit the gas. What I'm getting ready to do now is unhook your RV. The first things first, we want to chop the wheels so that way it prevents any rolling while you're unhooking. So remember, when you're unhooking, you're gonna be pulling forward. So as you're pulling forward, you want your chocks to be in the front of the tire. That way, as you're pulling forward, that'll stop from going forward. Our wheels are charged. And now, landing legs. These right here basically give you more stability when you're landing and when you're dropping the RV. So now that these are down nice and tight, now it's time to say good night. Show the lights. Unhook this, which this is your pigtail for your lights, or electricity lights. And then you come over here. Undo your safety latch. Undo your safety. Undo your pin. And then you pull. You put that there so that way it doesn't push back in and lock itself back up. Everything is nice and tight. The wheels are chalked. Our landing legs are down. Our pin is released. And to double check that, you can always check. And then you can see that it's open. The bar, you don't see the bar going across unless you know it's open. Now it's safe to pull away. You always want to secure this. You don't want that to just be down like that. You always want to secure it. So what I do is wrap it around a couple of times. That way it's nice and secure for the next trip. If you have any questions, drop it down in the comment section below. Hey, remember, happy travels, and we will see you on the road.